Welcome to Aging Insights. I'm Melissa Chalker, Deputy Director of the New Jersey Foundation for Aging. The Foundation's mission is to enable seniors to live with independence and dignity in their communities. Aging Insights is produced by the New Jersey Foundation for Aging to provide information and resources to boomers, seniors, and caregivers. The primary focus being to share important information and connect people to community-based programs. At the end of this program, I will tell you how to reach your County Office on Aging, like we do after every Aging Insights episode. We know this is a vital connection for seniors and caregivers, but did you know there is also a vital resource right in your own town? Senior centers are much more than just a gathering place, and on this episode, we'll be learning about all the services they offer at the municipal level. We're going to start today by talking to Dianne Roman from the Perth Amboy Office on Aging. Welcome, Dianne. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, Dianne, if you could start with telling us how long you've been with the Office on Aging in Perth Amboy.
I have the pleasure of being with the Office on Aging in Perth Amboy for a little bit over 15 years. I've worked in other roles prior to that, and also within municipal government. I've also served in different capacities, but I've worked in some not-for-profits prior to coming to the Office on Aging.
So if you could tell us a little bit about what you do at the Perth Amboy Office on Aging, in addition to perhaps the Senior Center.
Well, the Office on Aging, we serve individuals 60 years of age and older.
Okay.
So as individuals are coming, from baby booming into retirement age, we provide onsets of many programs. We do transportation, we do, like many other of our counterparts, senior centers, we do recreational programming, we do exercise, we do computer classes, and a whole bunch of array of other programming, including working with some of our not-for-profit agencies and other senior groups within the community to provide additional support to some of those entities.
Terrific. And so in doing that, have you, in the time you've been there, have you seen many changes in the community or in the demographics of the seniors who are participating in your programs? Absolutely.
We, when I first came on to the Department on Aging, we actually had very few Latino seniors coming into the center, and now we really vary in the services that we provide to all Latino groups within the city. But we're very, very diverse as well. We have many seniors who are of Ukrainian descent, Polish descent, African American descent, and a whole group of other Latino countries that come and visit and participate in our programs.
Great. And does this change at all the way in which you provide programs? Do you, have different types of things that maybe you weren't offering before?
Absolutely. We actually offer, we have offered ESL classes. We are currently also offering Spanish classes for some of our non-Spanish speaking seniors to actually be able to at least greet their neighbors or go to their local stores and be able to just to have some basic conversation. And we're in the middle of a session presently. Also, we've run some Spanish computer classes to be able to accommodate that population. And we also work with some of our Spanish speaking senior groups throughout the city to be able to offer additional senior programming at their facilities as well.
Right, and that is one thing I wanted to talk with you about, because I know most people think of a senior center and you come to the senior center and you have recreation and other activities, classes that you've just told us about, but in addition to that, you also are providing services or programs outside of the senior center in Perth Amboy, is that right?
That's right. We are responsible to serve the needs of individuals 60 and over throughout the city. So there are individuals that they look at senior centers as places where the older people necessarily go, but we have our senior center is a place where people are very active. You are having seniors that are going camping, they're doing all sorts of things, but we also go to senior homes as far as senior housing facilities. So we'll go to the Parkview Senior Center, building, and we'll do classes there, or we'll bring a speaker on diabetes. And we also, what we try to do is to get them to understand that our center is not only a place that you have to go every day. We are not we don't charge for most of our services. So people that, they have a stereotype that, they may have an incurring a cost when they go there, and that's not necessarily the case. So we do a lot of programming outside because we want people to understand that, you don't necessarily have to come to our center for us to try to assist you. There's a lot of independent individuals, a lot of independent older adults that they feel like that's for older people, but we are responsible to also serve their needs. So there's a lot of programs and things happening throughout the county and at the state level affecting that age group that people necessarily don't know about. And so we're responsible, and it's our responsibility to go out and let them know what we offer and how we may be able to help them.
Yes. That is excellent. And I know another point of pride for you, in particular at your site in Perth Amboy, is that your nutrition services. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, you know what, we're very, very proud of the partnership that we've been able to gain with the Middlesex County Nutrition Program. We're actually one of the largest sites, nutrition sites in the county. And I think that really attributes to the partnership that we share between municipal government and county government. We're able to really offer programming just prior to sitting down and having lunch so that we can engage them in an exercise program, so we can connect them to a class prior to eating. So we really try to capitalize on that population and try to offer programming around the nutrition program. And we really offer so many different kinds. The menus have really changed. We also try to partner with our local vocational and technical school, and they at different times will provide the catering services. So we really try to offer things to the people that come to participate in the nutrition program, to really get them engaged and participate in some of the things that we have going on.
Sure. So things like nutrition and connecting people to services are obviously a vital part of making sure that the people in your community are served and have all the things that they need. But you also do quite a bit of recreation and different things. And when I had asked you before about some unique things that might be going on in Perth Amboy, you were very excited about a partnership that had to do with the arts. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, you know, we were fortunate enough recently to have gained the Bergen Performing Arts Center grant, Arts Access Initiative. And you know, that is a wonderful opportunity because it allows our residents to be able to visit a venue that offers art programming at no cost to our seniors. You know, our seniors love the arts, but unfortunately, they can't always afford it. We recently took a group of individuals to go see a Yanni concert. We've taken a group of individuals to see a ballet. We're now going in September to go see a very popular Latina group for Hispanic Heritage Month entitled El Gran Combo. So that really shows the diversity of the population that we're serving. And you don't necessarily need to come to our senior center to participate in that program. We post our programming in our quarterly newsletter that goes out to the community. We also put it on our local access channel. We even put it on our Facebook page to get individuals to really participate and sign up and register. Because of obviously we have limited tickets, but we want to make sure that we target individuals throughout the city.
Yeah, that leads directly into something else I wanted to ask you about, which is how do you reach the community and how do you recruit? What type of outreach do you do? And I know you mentioned the newsletter, and this is a copy of the summer edition here, right? Now, this isn't particularly just for the senior center. This goes to all people in the Perth Amboy community?
Yes, correct. This publication actually goes inside of our local newspaper, and it gets down to send out to like many of the schools, many of the houses of worship. So individuals who may not necessarily be a senior, but maybe the child, of an individual or a neighbor may look at it and says, you know what, let me share this information with, so-and-so. And that way, really, it's a great way to market. It's a great marketing tool because it also, includes family trips. So seniors may be able to go on trips with their grandkids or their children. And so we also we work very well with the YMCA. So we promote things there. We include flyers to all of our senior buildings to try to get them to also participate in the many things that we have going on.
Sure. And what a great way, to involve the whole community through that newsletter and make sure that everyone knows about family programming and senior programming. And then this way, maybe some of those seniors who are afraid that the senior center is just for old people won't be afraid to venture out there and see what type of activities you're offering and programs that are available.
Yes, and we've grown so much in the number of people that we're serving. Someone may come in one day to fill out an application, and for us, it's important for them to understand that we are here to serve the public. We are in the public service business, and so when somebody walks through our doors, we want to make them feel like, there's great programming happening, and for us, it's important to have people understand they need to come out of their homes. Once an individual stays home, the longer they stay home, the more difficult it's going to be for them to become active. And so, once you get, we get you to come and visit us, our next step is to be able to see how can we help you you come out of your home more? How can you continue to be a vital, productive member of community by participating in a first aid class, or participating in our police academy, or working, participating in our billiard team? We have a very, very active billiard team. Actually, we always send about 8 billiard players to the Olympics, the New Jersey Senior Olympics. And we're fortunate enough that our seniors don't have to pay. Our police department, they sponsor 4 of our players, and then our municipal government sponsors about another 4 players, so that wouldn't be a cost. Because we all know that seniors are living with much restricted means of income, and so for us it's important to offer many opportunities, like the Bergen Performing Arts Center grant that offers free programming for them, and things like this where we offset some of that cost.
And it's really a connection to their community, to not just what's going on at the senior center, but as you said, all of these other activities that they could then participate in from getting involved in the community.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
And you also brought with you a folder. This is something that you give to seniors when they first come to your center. It's kind of a welcome and an introduction to what they can expect.
You know what? I think that the first impression, whether you're 5 years old or whether you're 65 years old, we believe in the way that we conduct business, and we want them to feel that we're amongst a professional environment. We are a relaxed environment. We don't mandate seniors they have to come in 5 days a week for a number of hours. We do actually take some information, and we make them feel that they are welcome. So we give them a welcome kit with some information about the programming that we have. We leave them with a bag that says welcome. We celebrate seniors' birthdays once a month. So everybody who has a birthday that month, we celebrate their birthdays, because sometimes there's individuals that may not have family nearby. And so, it's important that whether, you celebrate a birthday, that somebody makes you feel that you are still part of a family. And the individuals that come to our facility, they are part, of a family.
That's excellent. That's really excellent. So this has been a lot of great information, and I hope that seniors watching who are in the Perth Amboy area will call your city and find out how they can participate in all your great programs if they're not already, and that other seniors in other municipalities will try to find out where their senior centers are so that they can take advantage of what's going on in their towns as well. So I really thank you very much, Dianne, for sharing all of that information with us today. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be with Ms. Reva Foster from the Willingboro Senior Center, and she's going to tell us about all the great things they're doing in Willingboro. We're now joined by Ms. Reva Foster from the Willingboro Senior Center, and she's going to share some information with us about what they do there in Willingboro. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
So if we could start, Ms. Foster, with you telling me a little bit about your role in Willingboro and how long you've been there and what you do.
Okay, I'm a resident of Willingboro. I've lived in Willingboro for 35 years, and currently I'm Executive Director of Senior Services, Community Affairs, and Veterans Affairs.
Wonderful, that's terrific. Could you tell me a little bit about Senior Services in Willingboro and how the Senior Center plays a role in that?
Well, we started the Senior Center back in the 60s, as a matter of fact. there were 7 senior ladies that played cards together and decided that they wanted to expand. And the lady's name was Annabelle Patnoid. And she went to council meeting and asked them to start a senior center. So they did find a small location for them. And I was hired 24 years ago. They happened to, at that time, to have been between Fashion Vogue and Woolworths at a plaza. And my goal when I walked in was to make sure that they had a place that was built for them, to have a place that they could have a lot of activities going on for them. And it took me 9 years to raise $2.8 million, and we were able to renovate one of the schools in the area and convert it to the Willingboro Township Senior Center.
That's amazing. So in your time there, what other sort of changes have occurred in services or in trends that you see, needs in the community, things like that?
Well, the demographics obviously have changed. You know, the baby boomer generations are seniors now, as well as we need to understand that the veterans are Korean War veterans, World War II veterans. All of those veterans are living in Willingboro. Willingboro was founded as a result of Levitt and Sons building homes in 3 different states, Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. And in New Jersey, it was Willingboro that it was built. It was called at that time Levittown. And the reason the grant money was given to Levittown at that time was because it was closely proximity to the Philadelphia Naval Yard and the 2 bases that are the Fort Dix and the McGuire base. So there was a town that was built to accommodate those service individuals. So obviously Willingboro is a strongly senior citizens, veterans that populate that area. And we're very lucky and fortunate to have them there.
Yeah, that's great that your center is there to provide them with services and recreation and things like that. So if you could tell us a little bit about some of the services that you provide in Willingboro for folks that want to come out.
Well, we have a holistic program. I've always wanted to make sure that when someone came to the center for one thing, they would find that there were many more areas that they needed to be concentrating on. So our most important area would be health. We want to make sure, and we gave a theme to our center, meaning health, a way of life. Every day you should be thinking about exactly how you're maintaining your health. And fortunately, we were a part of the chronic disease self-management program that the state offered, and we continually have that program running every 6 weeks. It's a 6-week program. After that 6 weeks, another program starts up. And now we're doing the diabetes health self-management programs as well. So health, a way of life, is a major component in our senior population there. So to spin off from that, obviously, we want to make sure they're exercising, and we have a program called Tai Chi. We have the yoga exercise, several of these classes going on, aerobic exercises, sit-down exercises, line dancing exercises. There are 8 different exercise classes that we have that are offered not only during the day, but sometimes in the evening as well. And what we'd like to do is have a program, part of that program with the health is Ask the Expert. And the experts, we have collaborations with almost every group that's responsible for helping seniors in any way. And they come in on a monthly basis to educate the seniors on the things they need to know, such as nutrition, such as the benefits they're entitled to get, such as bringing the doctors in related to any ailments that they may have. And we also have a nurse that comes in twice a week to take blood pressures and talk to the seniors one-on-one about any issues that they may not be comfortable with talking to the doctor about. But most of the time about things that they've forgotten to mention while they were at the doctor's office that they could talk to the nurse about. And we have the hospital there that sends not once a month but every other month a person to come out to take their sugars and to keep them informed about that. But we have developed over the years, I've been there now 23 years, so over 23 years we were able to develop collaborations with a lot of the organizations in Burlington County County and outside of Burlington County that are very interested in coming in and helping us with our Ask the Expert program.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's so great to see that focus on health and that they can come in not only for something that feels like recreation with the exercise programs, but also get real health advice from professionals that you're bringing in to the center. So how do seniors find out about your center, or how do they get there? How do, what are you doing in the community to make sure people know you're there?
Well, we have an outreach program where we visit them all the time. I have a person that's responsible for visiting them in the hospital, a person responsible for going to their home if they haven't come to the center for a while.
Great.
We do call them on the phone and talk to them from time to time. I attend every funeral. I attend go to the hospital when they're ill personally. I do that. And obviously we connected with the churches. I go to the churches even though some of the seniors may not invite me, but I try to rotate and get around to a number of the churches in the area.
Yeah,
and
that's a great way to bring new seniors into the center, because they might be going to church but not know that you're there providing senior services in the town, right?
And that was the bedrock on starting the programs that we currently have and the attendance that we have. We have close to 150, maybe 175 seniors that come on a daily basis.
Wonderful.
And the program is set up in a way that you can pick and choose what you like. You may come in for line dancing and just stay for the line dancing class and decide to leave, or you may come in and play board games or bingo or even some of the exercise classes, or come in and learn a new foreign language, or come in and take computer classes, or crocheting and quilting and some of our ceramic classes and the like. So it's a variety of programs that are there that will entice a senior to come out.
Right. Yeah, I mean, again, the availability of not only recreation, but also the health aspect, and then also the ability for you to connect them. Similar to veterans, I'm sure there are other seniors as well that you're connecting to services that they might need. If they come in and say that they're having financial trouble, or they've, have some concerns about food security, things like that, that you're able to connect them with services that they might not be aware of that are offered, right?
We do that, yes. I have a lady that's responsible for that. Her office is right outside my office, and one-on-one, she talks to seniors about any health problems that they may have, as well as connecting them with some referrals. She also will be available to go online and get their applications for their benefits, help them fill them out. We not only make sure the seniors get to the various agencies that they need to get their benefits, all the benefits they're entitled to, we take them.
I was going to ask you about transportation. That's a program that you offer?
We do. We not only bring them to the center, but we take them to get their benefits. And we make sure that the packets are complete when they go, and help them stay on point in terms of making sure the information that's provided will assist them to make it an easier visit for them while they're there. So it's a holistic program. And quite a number of the seniors, when they come in, they may come in reluctantly because the family caretaker may be encouraging them to get out of the house, to come on out to the senior center. But once they come one day, they're upset when they can't get there every day. So we're finding that even when they leave the doctor's office or dialysis, we take seniors to dialysis. We take seniors to the doctor's appointments. But after they leave the doctor's appointments or the hospital or dialysis, they want to come to the center because they've developed relationships there with the seniors there, and have a reason to get up and get out and continue to live.
Yeah, and it's great for them to come there and feel part of something, and part of the community as a whole. I wanted to ask you one other thing about the services there, because I'm not sure we touched on it yet, but in terms of nutrition, in terms of advice, aside from, the health professionals coming in, you also do provide meals? We do not provide meals. At one point in time we did years ago, but that's one of my buckets that I'm looking forward to doing. I am looking forward to finding services and assistance in putting together a food program right in our center. We celebrate every holiday the Friday before the holiday, and on all of our holidays we serve a complete buffet for them, and on several days out of the month we serve them the food that they need. And we encourage them. We participate in the farmers market programs. We participate in any of the nutritional programs that are going on. We have a collaboration
collaboration with the grocery stores in the area, where we're able to get fresh fruits and vegetables as well as breads and the like, for us to not only take out to the senior apartments, but bring them into the senior center for the seniors.
So that they have access
to the nutrition that they need.
Yeah, so you are able
foods.
to connect them to other nutrition providers and services. That's terrific.
We do
and,
that.
You know, we've shared such great information with us about the services available in Willingboro and why people might want to come out to a senior center. Sometimes we've touched on a little bit that there are sometimes stereotypes about senior centers and people might be reluctant to come. What do you want people to really know? What's your last final thought, things you really want people to know about senior centers?
About the Willingboro Senior Center, I want them to know that our theme is true. Our theme says healthy living, a way of life, and we're going to make sure that they understand that and they have a comfort level with doing that. But not only that, we're the place to be. On all of our literature, that's what we always say. We're the place to be is at our senior center. And what I'd like for seniors to know is that you do have people like yourself and like the senior center that's there for them, and we live to make the services right for them and for them to get all the benefits that they're entitled to get. But not only that, for them to keep their minds growing, keep themselves young, keep themselves fit, and be able to go out and challenge the world as they did when they were younger.
Wonderful. I really hope that people watching in the Willingboro area will come find you if they haven't already, and that folks outside of the Willingboro area will be inspired to check out their senior center based on what you've shared with us. So really appreciate you spending some time with us today.
Thank you very much. And our phone number, and we can be reached.
Yes, please tell us.
609-877-8444.
Terrific.
609-877-8444. And if you go Google Willingboro Township, we have a link with our own website there.
And it is a great website. That's how I found you. So it's terrific. It's a great website. I encourage people to visit that as well to find out about what's available in your town.
Wonderful.
So thank you again, Ms. Foster, for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your time with us today. Aging Insights is produced by the New Jersey Foundation for Aging and is made possible by donations to the foundation. To become a sponsor for Aging Insights programs, please go to our website at www.njfoundationforaging.org or call us in the office at 609-421-0206. All of our previous shows may be viewed on the website. We want to remind you to find out about senior services in your area, please contact your county office on aging. You'll find their numbers on our website, or you can call the state hotline at 1-877-222-3737. Be sure to ask them about senior centers in your county or contact your town directly. Thank you for watching this episode of Aging Insights, and remember, aging is everyone's business.